in the Eastern time zone, so if everybody is still watching, thank you for coming to watch. I understand sleep is an important thing, so if you're watching this the day after this is done, then welcome. This is the tiebreaker match between Big Orm and OneSidedDysce. Both of them are currently in the losers bracket. Whoever wins this is going to move on, and the other one's going to be dropping out of the tournament. I want us pretty much going. I only have one audio track to work with, so this is just perfectly fine. Oh yeah, sleep, man, sleep. I mean, if it was practice, they wouldn't allow it. But yeah, this is just pretty much the tiebreaker match. Honestly, after doing just fine, doing commentary with Big Orm earlier, this is perfectly fine. So, without any further ado, those main missiles. Nothing much to say or do there. Our runners are basically going to be visiting Arachnus. This is about the third time Arachnus is going to get a visit. I didn't see the other two races beforehand, but going to have to check them all because it's going to be pretty late over here in my time zone, so. Well, obviously, almost racing, so that'd be cheating otherwise. Looks like Speed Booster is acquired on the way to Arachnus. That's something. Okay, cool. Ice missiles. Just apparently get everything to wreck the heck out of Arachnus and just make him have a bad time. Awesome. That Midnight boss could not have enough. Way better get in the channel to actually track very good, Zeke. Like, you could have a mic off on that, but other than that, thanks, I guess. I could do commentary just fine. There's only 7 in my area. Reactor's going down, no problems whatsoever. And due to Arachnus having vanilla morph, our one is going to get out just fine. Spoiler, the best items at a randomized location. Thank you, JLP, for the wonderful, wonderful development that we have today. Spoiler, you can beat the game. No spoilers, it's stopping. Just an energy tank in this wolf tunnel. Though very necessary for our runners, as damage ones is a setting that is enabled for this tournament. And progressing could be literally anywhere. Our runners not too happy to see that the item meter in the minor item in the elevator being a thing. Also, one is heading into Sector 2, despite having Sector 1 be a better option. Though unlocking level 1 security doors is still not a bad option, regardless of the hows and whys. Because once you do, you basically get more options to explore afterwards if nothing good is in the vicinity. Yeah, it's often a major, but it's just a PP tank this time round. I know, Kasudo, imagine randomizing fusion, such a linear game, sick in my head. They go opening level 1 doors. Dice taking a sweet time to get there. Very but slowly. Very but slowly, yes, that. That is the sentence. And that is the sentence that is forever stabilized within this channel now. Phrasing is not comprehensible today. Any chance for vanilla bombs? I wasn't even trying to intentionally call it, but it happened. This is the thing that's happened today. This is 2 times in a single day that 2 seats has delivered vanilla bombs. Your vanilla wolf ball with your vanilla bombs. What a combination. Also, speaking of something freezing, there's a nice beam here. Just not too far from the data room. This is perfectly fine. Man, am I on a wall or am I just warning with it? Ice and ice and ice and ice. Ice Beam not doing a very good job at dealing additional damage to these Zoros in this room. Or this entire sector, in all fairness. But both of our wonders could pretty much check lower 2 and get out of it just fine. Though it seems that Dice may be opting to head into a different direction. Yeah, it looks like he's starting to explore from the opposing side from what Big Own did. Deciding to grab the energy tank there. You know, Kane, this may come as a surprise, but I don't speedrun Pikmin. As much as I like the game, I've only ever played 2. I do have 1, but you know, haven't touched that. Thus far, one is finding some major items. Dice finding supers and Ohm finding wide beam. I hear the great fusion XT234 doesn't find fusion either. Okay, I'm taking that alternate name. I'm taking that name. Thanks, Gordon. Zeke. Never mind. My brain is not comprehensible today, but clearly I'm the one who needs more sleep. Dice is going to head out of 2 and head 1. King Boblax. Ah yes, why hasn't Kazula come up with the famous Pikmin / Fusion randomizer? You know, training little tiny sentient plants while also running around a very large space station, floating in space. I'm surprised there hasn't been a thing with Metroid Prime yet. Dice throwing off a rather non-logical speed booster strat that is not a gravity suit on Big Ohm's end. A non-logical speed boost that is only mostly required for difficulties 3 and onward, but still a nice thing to pull off. Another E-tank up there. Ooh, I'm barely attempting to get through the whippers. Just barely wide enough to get through, just fine. Looks like you got this just fine though. It's going to have to pick up this power bomb tank in order to check this item. Yeah, it's not a fun item to check when you don't have anything to speed up the process. Dice going to check the lava mode. We'll have plenty of health to get out of there, even with this newly acquired E-tank. You get an E-tank, and you get an E-tank, and you get an E-tank. Pikmin and X Prime 2 Echoes. All of them has 30 days before it gets affected by the ink. Too many crossover ideas that Nintendo is not doing. To answer a question in chat, yes, I do enjoy Fusion. This was actually the first Metroid game that got me into the series. It was one of my uncles had Fusion, and I asked if I could just keep it, and he allowed me. Although I did have difficulties actually completing this my first time around, I did eventually get used to playing it. Eventually getting around to 100%ing this. Looks like Dice found himself a high jump and a jumper ball. Big heading into Sector 1 now that he could pretty much explore most of the station damage-free and getting through any water checks just fine. Dice, remember he has to kill this door before making the ice check. I1 is still acquiring some missiles because they don't have charge beam, which would be very nice to have some ammunition for bosses. Getting that charge core, one hit. And acquiring an energy tank. Oops, all E-tanks. Another E-tank into him just above charge core. And Dice will be pretty much heading out of Sector 1 and likely going to check a bit more. He'll probably head to either Sector 4 or Sector 3 to unlock his level 2 doors. Fusion. To be fair, the letter F is one line away from making it a capitalized E, so it's not that far off. Ohm is going to find his side jump soon enough. Dice is going to head into Sector 3. Yep, both our ones have ice beams. Something that would normally be accessible in the final battle. Piccolo making one of the checks Dice did not check, finding another E-Tank and opting to acquire that. Wanting to be rather safe for himself than just risk it all. I mean, technically he can, it just would have been harder. Not many mages being found today. Rather surprising. Dice unlocking his level 2s. Ohm could check a lot more spots than Dice can. Especially if he wants to go... well, check the items that Dice is finding in the room beyond what Dice wants to check. Although Dice can pretty much go through that room, he is going to take a lot more heat damage from it though. So he's going to have to be a little cautious. Well, I'm tanking one spot. And the missile tank in the other. Speaking of losing speed, he sort of just lost speed. Curious to see where Ohm goes. Almost makes the decision not to open his level 2 doors. Bob still being a missile today. He is certainly not one to change. Never change, Bob, never change. I'm still acquiring some missiles, which is very nice. There's a major under the boxes room, and there's wave. Dice does not have wide beams, so this basically is not going to help him. Acquiring his level 2 doors. Luckily, if Ohm finds this, if Ohm finds white, if Ohm gets that item, he's basically going to be just fine. This will basically, it will just basically allow him to just check more item spots quicker without having to use diffusion. And it could also allow him to make the lower sector 4 check just fine. Oh, okay. Box guarding a power bomb tank expansion, making it completely useless. Just eating up there. All designed to basically do the same thing Dice did and pick it up along the way while trying to do the speed boosting. Main deck is certainly now an option to our runners because both green doors in the main deck are basically openable with green doors unlocked. I don't know why I had to word that so complicatedly easily, but that's just how it happened. That's just how words came out of my mouth. At least getting level 2 doors unlocked basically saves time of having to do it so late in the run, I guess. But with the Divine Screw attack, they could have much easily saved that time for just checking items. Dice is going to check the items he can in this part of Sector 4. Probably he's bound to run into a major soon. Speaking of soon, there was Charge Beam. Basically just need to know the locations of, well, just plasma, and we're perfectly fine. Begin the lower check of Sector 1, for one. Now I'm messing up my sectors again, even though I did that exact same thing with the last race I just commentated. Own being rather fine with fighting that wave beam. I was going to go ahead and fight Box 1 and get the same PP tank expansion that Dice had found before him. I mean, Wide Beam has 2 more beams being shot out. Wave Beam just has the 1. Unless it's a charge shot and it's another beam, but... I know. So an interesting quirk about having fighting gravity is that he doesn't have to disable lower the water levels in order to actually make the underwater check. Ice, however, is going to need to because, well, there's also now a major down there, and he basically just has to get up there. But since Dice doesn't have gravity, he's basically gonna have to need to get out there. Oh, huh. Okay, well, both major items are in Sector 4, so that's basically going to be go mode for once he finds them. If only Dice actually found that gravity suit, he probably would have been fine. Ooh. Man. Dice just needs to get gravity. Remembering that there was a spot he could check here with his current equipment. Is going to quickly find his charge beam. Just a power bomb tank in the room under service. Looks like he is going to put over speed booster to see just what exactly is behind the cargo. Oh, another major. Probably isn't that helpful, but oh. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. We know what plasma is. We're basically in no mode, but if this makes him go in the wrong direction, I'm going to be very concerned. This does make it a bit easier to transition from one sector to another, but we've had plenty of seeds where our ones have basically searched high and basically everywhere else just for the last progressions that they need. Sometimes thanks to a screw attack. If Owen basically continues the path he's going through by now, he's basically just fine. Looks like there's a major down here, which not mandatory, is basically good enough to see. And there's diffusions. Which means that's just a normal-ish way to get out of lower 4. Even though Owen basically has both our ones have the means of getting out of there just fine. I'm gonna find his diffusions. Oh yeah, I just noticed they called the Fustian missiles on the track. Dice heading into Sector 2. If he finds gravity suit, that's... this is actually closer than I thought. Even more so than the last one. Always basically going to check down here just lower the water. Although he doesn't need to. And that's go mode for Ohm. I think the fact that just finding gravity much longer before Dice actually gave him the win this time. More often than not, it's better to have the... Oh, he's failing to get the low height. Honestly, it's much more easy to just hope you get gravity and not find Varia. Because although Varia is nice to just counteract the ice beam that the SCX has, so that way you don't be. So that way you're not stuck in place and getting stupid by it. This is still a pretty good go mode nonetheless. Dice getting his folk being combo at long last. I'm heading down into Sector 5 and pretty much going to make his way to lower 4 to unlock his level 4 doors and basically claim victory. Overall, a pretty solid one from him. Forgot that level 3 doors weren't unlocked, so he can't do the swag boost. At the very least, he can do it in this room. Keyword being good. Be very careful. Falling down there would basically mean a reset. And that would buy the time for Dice to sweep the work from under him. And there's Dice's gravity suit. Both R1ers do have the means of quick killing the SAX, so... This is still an almost favor, because he went and made the check to Zazabi, the room behind Zazabi earlier. Right in front of his room. To get gravity suit, and having that basically saves the time of having to search for it. Charge and plasma also being in Sector 4 definitely saves the time of having to look for those items in particular. And although Dice does not have screw attack, both R1ers still have the means of getting out, even without space jump. Dice wasting no time and heading straight to Sector 5 as fast as possible, desperately hoping that Ohm is still searching around. Even though both R1ers basically understood the fact that Sector 4 and part of Sectors 1, 2, and 4 basically had the means of progression. Honestly, the seed being rather short and thankfully front-loaded on the early sectors might have been a blessing in disguise, because, well, at the very least, we don't have to complain about a very long seed, but on the other hand, it probably would have been nice to see how R1 has failed with not getting the main progressions they need. Dice having to end up bombing his way through the maze due to not finding screw attack. And getting his level 4s. No. Ooh. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. Quickly regaining the upper hand and retaliating with the quick kill. Very, very carefully. Yeah, no barrier can make finding the SCX a little bit risky. Finally manages to kill phase 2. Both the Wandas did pick up super, so both the Wandas do in fact have full missiles and full beam combo, so this is not going to take that long whatsoever. Barely just missing. Ooh. And that's phase 3 down. Almost going to be heading out of the station as soon as Dice starts making his way up.
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination
Back home, heading down to where his ship is, while Dice is basically making his way to SAX. Doing a nice shot cancel to actually fall through the middle just fine. And now one is intervening within this very room, one leaving, one heading out. Basically high-fiving each other for the last time. Can Ohm get a low height? He does! Nice! Although the restream being frozen on both ends does not make this any better. Awesome. Feels like almost whenever I do try to solo comp, sometimes it's just freaking... the restream problems just... oofs. It's just oofs. Regardless, this is basically Ohm's race to win, and Dice is probably going to follow soon after. Time has started. Somebody pulled a deal here. It's a too fast. Do it again. There it is. Okay, we're back. Ohm finishing with a time of 36 minutes and 55 seconds. Ohm is going to move on from in the losers bracket. Ooh, Dice getting the kill, but very low on health. Not that it's going to matter anyways, because Omega's going to basically lower him to 1 HP, so Omega Metroid just has its work cut out for it. And now we basically have to deal with a beeping alarm while also having to deal with this. Hello, GG's.
Oh, bad. GG. What a jet seed, man.
Yeah. This was very fast, in all honesty. Didn't expect Charge and Plasma to be in the same section.
Yeah, right next to each other, no less. I also wasn't expecting gravity as soon as I got it.
Yeah, you finding that sooner than Dice did pretty much solidified this win for you.
Where's he at right now?
He's in the escape sequence right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that health is looking scary.
Yeah. When he dealt the finishing blow to the core exit shot at him.
Oh my god.
Very much could have died if his health was any lower. Whew.
2 minutes to destination.
Oh, I see. I see. Dice didn't go for the Shine Spark that I did.
Yeah, he didn't find Screw Attack. And that
Does
look
look like. Yeah, there it is. Wow. Holy smokes, that was a close call for him too.
Yeah, I couldn't see the fight on my end because the stream conveniently, the Wii stream conveniently froze.
Ugh.
Hello, Dice.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Chillin'. Well played, man.
Well played. 3 minutes.
Not that far apart, but this speed was actually quite fast, honestly. I was expecting to be here for an hour.
Also, Screw Attack definitely saved my life during the saxophone fight.
Where was Screw Attack?
So you know the power bomb was right next to the Kago that comes up in Sector 4?
Yeah.
If you had done the Shine Spark for the item to the right of that, that would have been Screw Attack.
Oh no.
Yeah.
See, I was in go mode at that point, and I just went right up through Sector 4.
Ah, I see.
But yeah, this game was pretty fast, admittedly, despite this stream being done so late in the other time zones.
Yeah.
I was feeling real good too. All my speedrunning tricks were working. I was like, yeah, we're in the zone.
Yep. I was feeling it pretty hard too. I'm I'm surprised I got that seed done in the time that I did.
Yeah, but I'm surprised.
And I hadn't saved at all, so I was kind of like,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be tragic if I died right now?
Yeah, that would have been so tragic if you failed to quick kill SAX.
I now regret every save I made.
I mean, the stakes were a little higher, granted, but
Yeah, admittedly.
yeah.
Well, when you got off the main deck, did you go to Sector 1 or Sector 2 first?
2.
Ah, we think the same.
Yeah. I wanted to get those doors open as soon as possible so I could get 3 and 4 done, like, immediately.
Yeah, and 4 basically held everything.
Yep. 2 and 4,
Yeah,
actually.
I don't think
Yeah.
Sector 1 had much of import, so I was kind of regretting
Not
going there.
really.
Yeah, it didn't have anything important. It had a few missiles.
If anything, Sector 3 was only there to open green doors in the event he didn't find Screw Attack.
Pretty much.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got to make the checks.
Yep.
Well, good luck in the next round, Big Ohm. I'll probably get into the next tournament that comes up.
Thanks, man. Very much appreciated.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do some salty runbacks in Discord sometime later.
Oh, now that I know I'm about as good as you, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I'm-
funny too because I was practicing seeds all day and not a single one of them was working for me. I didn't finish any of them.
Wow.
So my my confidence was shot.
Your generator was not feeling it today.
Yeah. Aside from Sonic, who had to quit due to IOL stuff, and another one of leaving beforehand, Dice is officially the first one to lose the whole tournament.
Well, let me go cry myself to sleep now.
In the arms of an angel.
There's always next time.
There is.
Yeah.
And I look forward to it.
Hopefully the next time we do this, we have a much more better and more stable randomizer to possibly get more spicy seeds from.
Yes. Woo! Well, that about does it for me.
Yeah. man.
Yes, same here.
We shouldn't keep everybody watching this sticking around too long.
Yeah. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Yes, same here. Take it easy. Thanks for putting up with us.
All right, peace, y'all.
See ya.
Anyways, do follow the runners. They put up quite an amazing race today, especially with it being such a jet seed. Once again, big thanks to SpeedGaming for allowing us to have this tournament be possible, and shout out to Hercules Bench Press for being the tournament organizer for this thing. Being the roundabout man and making this whole tournament while this randomizer is still in the works. This wouldn't be possible without him, and yeah, I don't think I got any. Okay, getting a last-minute raid from Kaede was such a raid party of one. already hate to say this, but there was also on screen. The biggest raid ever. But yeah, big thanks to C-Seek for being able to just help me track at the last second. I'm not complaining about having to just focus solely on the commentary. Any help is really appreciated around here. And, well, I don't have any other words. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my time in my time zone. For those who are watching afterwards, have a good day, or afternoon, or night, depending on your time zone. And we'll see you next mission.